You are now tuned in to My Skin is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. From goons to gods, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule, and that's be respectful. You are now tuned in to My Skin is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. Goons to gods, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule, and that's be respectful.
I'll let us next week, man.
No doubt, man, and definitely shout out to the family, liberationmindedmedia.net. That is Black Eye Stand, Still the Knowledge Radio, The Rundown with Renee, and My Skin is My Sin. Oh, and don't forget to share the show, man. If you check it out today, or if you check it out next week, or if you check it out in 1,000 years, and if you are that motherfucker that digs us up in 1,000 years, you are the most phenomenal individual to ever walk the galaxy for digging up this greatness and still share our shit, man. Shout out to you. Don't forget to check out the websites, embroshell.com, designsbymonet.com, and myskinismysin.net.
No cigar? No! Fuck, bitch! Got blunt? Got weed?
Mr.
My motherfucking sister. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mr.
My motherfucking sister. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Post saucy, I'm splashing on him. Eddie B, that's my fucking brother. Fat nigga with a lot of money. You can't touch this MC Hammer. Tools on me like Bob the Builder. Twinkle, little star. Hit the bar with 10K. Ballin' on another level. Goku, Super Saiyan when I come through. Kicking shit like Johnny Cage. Yo bitch ugly, play. My bitch bad like Princess Leia. Name buzzing like a bumblebee. Niggas mad they don't fuck with me. Sweet baby raised on my fucking feet. Jump in the pussy like Blue's Clues. Run them out like who's who. Where in the world is Waldo? Hit your bitch like a domino. Big black like King Kong. Place hole like a ringtone. Use them up on Bible fall. Kick her out like DW. Or by the bill like Claire Huxtable. Hit your man like a World Rumble. Do you smell what the rock is cooking? It don't matter. You jabroni. Getting money all by my lonely. Niggas mad they don't even know me. Got the sauce. I do what the fuck I want.
Oh, yeah.
Big Pippin, Scotty Pippen, 33 bitches, swag dripping, shoes Italian, shirt Egyptian, I'm money mention, did I mention I'm on a mission, moonwalking in the rain, Michael Bivens, Big Pippin, Scotty Pippen, 33 bitches, swag dripping, shoes Italian, shirt Egyptian, I'm money mention, did I mention I'm on a mission, moonwalking in the rain, Michael Bivens, big sexy, hoes love me, Della big, they wanna rub me. Money long, they wanna fuck me. I'm a pimper, even if she ugly. Diamonds yellow like Bart Simpson. Chain ice, I'm bartending. Real nigga, you pretending. Flossing on them like a fucking detective. Going up like an elevator. She gon' ride it like an escalator. Black activist, sipping activator. Black coupe, name it Dark Vader. White lemonade, shoe annihilator. Bossing up like Casey Slater. Big short speaker, Tiffany's. Taking bands up my fucking sleeve. Bitch, some sauce preaching to the hoes. Teach the hoes how to make the dough. After that, kick it out the door. Then sauce always on the road. That's your soul. Drippin', pippin', all the nigga know. Yes, I'm shining, this a diamond show. Show respect to my diamonds, bro. Oh yeah, big sexy. I don't couple cause these hoes is messing. Pippin', yeah, my sauce is drippin'. Don't act this shit, mind your fucking business. I'm on a mission, tryna make the chicken. Rippin' biscuit, tryna get the cheddar. Chain ice like a gold medal. Side shot in my fucking bezel, yeah. Big Pippin, Scotty Pippen, 33 bitches. Swag dripping, shoes Italian, shirt Egyptian. I'm money mention. Did I mention I'm on a mission? Moonwalking in the rain. Michael Bibbins. Splash walking through the mall. Split splash on them drip drip. 90s baby, I ain't done yet. Pull off in the foreign. Fat nigga watch around me. Bad bitches wanna love me. 100 grand in a duffel. Fuck niggas, I don't trust them. I'm all about bread. Top of hand to my leg. Let it bang, now he dead. Buffs white arms, butterscotch. Pull off on them skirt. All I wanted was a she. So to do what I please. She all of her needs. Yeah. Goddamn.
Yo, what's good, fam? And welcome to the water cooler. If you are not hype off of that fucking song, something is wrong with you and your life. Fix your shit, fix your face, and fix your day. What's good? This is Jobs, and welcome to My Skin is My Sin Radio. Whew, I'm feeling good tonight. Everybody hear me? We good? We good? Let me know. Carm Dub in the building. Do the knowledge. That's my guy right there, man. Knowledge born. What's good? Killer. What's up? Hey, everybody here but Rome. Oh, I take that back. We got our own Black Tony now. You know, Shaun is our Black Tony. He be calling in with the weirdest. He don't even call in. Shaun show up when Shaun show up. Shout out to you wherever you at. The Don is doing something. You know, that's what's up. What you sipping on tonight, Knowledge? Talk to me. You know, oh, and we got some shit to talk about. Oh, Larisha Anderson in the building. Okay, but we only got one like. Come on now. We got 4 whole human beings listening to us and only one like. Ayoba, how you doing, Queen? Very, very dope, man. Just a beautiful spirit right there, too. Oh, shit. Let me fix this. I just got a black screen. Ain't nobody gonna tell me about that, huh? You know, my bad. I feel better now. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get this shit together for 151 and the tequila. Ooh, I could not do it, bruh. That's too, yeah, I would not survive, man. I'd have to call out for work the next week. That's one of the fucked up things about getting old. You know, yeah, man, knowledge going in. But your bounce back time from getting drunk, oh my God, increases exponentially. And what it takes to get you drunk decreases significantly. You know, unless you just like a hard ass drinker. Oh, no, man. If I get drunk tonight, I'll be okay. I'll be right like Tuesday. Happy born day, old dirty bastard. You know, and you know what? That is my bad for slipping on that one. But let's fix that right quick. And we're going to even see if I can multitask, which is not my shtick. But what I'm going to need y'all to do is I need y'all to share this. And I need y'all to tag one female. Because we got some questions for you, queens. And more specifically, we got a question that we want to get into. And, you know, I'll be bullshitting for the first 15 minutes or so. We don't talk about much. And I kind of use that time to share the show or whatnot, even though, I can't really do that. Y'all already know the steez. I don't need to say it every show. Sometimes I do, man. But this is probably the most ADD show in the history of ears. I could be talking about one thing right now and in 12.2 seconds talking about something that has absolutely nothing to do with that. So if that is not your type of show, please don't waste your time. Because we're not going to come up with one topic. Okay, yes, I do. First off, Jay-Z did nothing for Colin Kaepernick to get a private workout with the NFL. Like that's the headline, private workout with the NFL. But 90% of the league, 99% of the league plays Sunday, which means that nobody's going to show up at the private workout. And unless Jay-Z, and yes, I am extremely skeptical of Jay-Z. Like, I want to give a man credit for certain shit that he's done, and I have, but big picture, it is completely and absolutely about Jay-Z first, in between, middle, and last. So I and let me backtrack a little bit for you, Carl. I won't call Jay-Z. He's not. Jay-Z is a capitalist to the extreme. So maybe sellout is harsh. I will say that. Because over the years, like, they have done a lot of things behind the scenes that I do kind of rock with and that I respect. Personally, I think that at this point, though, like, my thing is not even, well, everybody is a capitalist. I mean, if you think about it realistically in this particular society, that's how it's set up. Some people are capitalists at the expense of any and everybody. And I think that at times that's Jay-Z. I think, and I've said this before, that like with Colin Kaepernick, I looked at that Nike deal completely different. And here's why. And I don't know what show it was, but y'all could go back and check the tapes, I'm sure. And I'm not hating, I'm just calling it like I see it. But the way I looked at it, like, if I try to look at things like, okay, what if I'm in this company's shoes? And if I was in Nike shoes, the fact that they were going to use Colin Kaepernick as like putting him out front as far as promoting him with a brand associated with Nike, they did not do that without the understanding and knowledge of the NFL, because they get a shitload of money, whether they even the quote unquote sponsor or not. They benefit off the NFL. I'm not giving Jay-Z credit. I just don't have proof that Jay-Z helped the man. Now, if I personally read an article that and it says Jay-Z says I quote helped him do that, or Colin Kaepernick says, yeah, Jay looked out for me, or somebody reputable, not just speculation because Jay-Z got an affiliation with the league, I'm just not going to automatically assume that it was Jay-Z that had some shit to do with it. Because the way they went about it too was kind of fucked up. They ain't, it had to be this Saturday. They get a man how many days to actually, I ain't looked it up because I'm not the biggest Jay-Z fan. Like, be mad at me. I'm not. So I don't typically like look up Jay-Z shit. I don't. If I happen to run across it like on my timeline, yes, I might check it out depending on the headline. But like, I'm not really. I mean, for you, Carmen, here's this: Jay-Z is the GOAT. Jay-Z is the greatest MC to ever bless the microphone. Jay-Z loves black people. Jay-Z looked out for Colin Kaepernick in the finest way imaginable. Jay-Z is a man among men. All right, do I get a pass now for all my Jay-Z slander? Oh, hold on. I got to. What changed? Tell me the change. What is the change? Please explain that to me. Like, first off, I don't really care. I mean, and back to what I was saying. See, you got me off track. Back to what I was saying. Like, the NFL and Nike were in cahoots with that. No doubt, Larisha. You do what you got to do. I understand what a toddler can be like. But make no mistake about it. First off, what was that? Like Nike's 30th anniversary. Like, it was like a really big deal for them. But make no mistake, the NFL knew about that shit. So in my mind, it was okay. The NFL was okay with it because they could low key be like, okay, now he's got bread. Maybe he'll go away. And hold on, who is this? What's good, fam?
What's up? What's happening?
Killer! What's going on, bro?
Chilling in the building. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Is that the goal though? Like Colin Kaepernick did this to bring awareness to police brutality. So is him
Right.
like he's got enough bread where he don't really need the gig. If he gets the job, I would be like, okay, I'd be surprised, honestly. I never thought that the NFL would even approach that. So if he do want to play, nobody mad at Eric Reed that he's still playing. So like
Right.
I'm not gonna be mad at the man if he plays, but once he signed that deal with Nike, I looked at him a little differently. Because you had to know that the NFL was kind of complicit in that deal. Like them, when you billion dollar companies talk. I mean, I'm just saying, like nobody's mad at that guy though. Like I'm not. He might be a hater. I'm not disputing that or getting into who he is as a player, person, or whatever. I'm just saying that like the general public, like black folks, ain't mad at that nigga generally speaking. So I wouldn't be mad at Colin Kaepernick. You should have the right to play. Like the way they played the man was fucked up. It really was. So yeah, it'll be dope to see him play. Like I wouldn't be like, oh man, like ugh. I'd be like, wow, I didn't think this nigga was gonna get a job. That's dope as fuck.
True.
Like so. I think to an extent, like it's just so many things have transpired since he first kneeled that it kind of muddied some of the water. And that's just my 2 cents, I'm not that brilliant. I'm not about to, it's no earth-shattering shit over here. I can just give you my 2 cents and keep it moving. And shit that I don't know about, I'll tell you I don't know about that shit. But, let me text Rome right quick, man. I forgot about that.
Work cousin wrong, man. Fuck.
I mean, but you saying that though, Carmen. But okay, I've been at work all day. Like I went to work at 8:30 this morning. I got off at 7 p.m. Had to make a stop on the way to the crib. Got home about 8:15. Took my dogs out and came straight to do the show. So I ain't really get a chance to like check out ESPN or shit about the impeachment hearings. Nothing. It be like that sometime when you have to do your adult shit, which is overrated, by the way.
Yo, my thing with Cap is like he stood out front on a major issue, and that's dope. But you don't hear him say anything. Like you very rarely see him. He very rarely comments any. Like you don't hear shit from him.
That is true. And it's I guess he just didn't. It just my 2 cents. It never seemed that he anticipated all of the like how big it got. I don't think he anticipated that, and I don't know that like leading people was really what he wanted to do. I think he made a decision that he thought was for him. And that it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but like sometimes like you have to appreciate the fact that a lot of people really give a shit about you. And hold on,
right.
let me get I think we got Knowledge in on the line. What's good, G? Hello? Can anybody hear me?
He don't feel like talking. He
Apparent-
just called in to call in.
Right. He just called in and say what's up. Open mind in the building. What's good, bruh? Oh, okay. It's that 151, bruh.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Y'all hear me in the water cooler?
That's that 151, bruh.
Y'all hear me in the water cooler. It ain't the bathtub. It ain't the toilet water. It ain't the faucet water. It's the water cooler in this mofo tonight.
Motherfucker, man. Ain't no mofo. We
Can I
ain't
do
do
a
that.
commercial? You are now tuned into My Skin is My Sin. Oh.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? From goons to guys, we welcome everybody. We only got one rule, and that's be respectful.
That's a fact right there. That make a nigga feel good.
And if
too,
you're
man.
watching this right now, share our shit.
In 1,000 years.
In 10 years from now.
Share our shit.
And if you are the dopest motherfucker in the universe in 20 million years from now, share our shit.
First
Share
off,
our shit.
if
Share
you
our
are
shit.
the nigga that digs us up in 18 trillion years, you are the most phenomenal individual that ever to grace the galaxy and share our shit. Ooh, that's dope.
Let him know.
Open say he been drinking. Love that. Hey, y'all don't know, man. Knowledge be having the most, just the dopest intros, man. I swear, man. He make a nigga just want to go play football and shit, man. Like, I would really fuck somebody up. Coach, what you say? Yes. The water boy in this bitch. Oh, since I got y'all on the line, let me ask y'all about this. I saw, and it was supposed, the women be like, we gonna call up about this, and nothing. 80% of women don't orgasm from penetrative sex. True or false? 80%. 80% of women don't orgasm from penetrative sex.
In the words of, what's my man name from Friday? Big Worm. I don't think you applying yourself, Smokey.
True.
I don't think you applying yourself, Smokey.
I mean, but do y'all really think 80% though?
I think that's factual right there.
80.
That's factual.
Why? Like, okay, like if that's the case, man, it's these fucking toys.
They doing too much.
They doing too much, bruh. Like she go to the store and get a 48-inch dildo. The fuck is your dude gonna do after that? You falling asleep like feet first in the box, literally. like at some point, like all you hear about is the sex toy parties. Someone's, hey, it didn't say, just like it's fucked up. That's the picture. I did not like that, but hey, it is what it is. 80% of women. So
but everybody's different. So like, if your girl is clitorally stimulated, then that's the game you gotta play. Like, it is what it is.
I mean, but if it's 80%, everybody is not different.
I don't. That 80% is 80% of the people that were surveyed or tested. That's not 80% of all people. Let's be real about that.
Okay, every woman that has said, every woman that responded said it was true. When I posted it, every woman that responded said it was true. Carmen says it's true. Oh, wait a minute. Carmen said male men have small dicks, so it might be time for them.
Wow. Going in over here. Wow. It's still early.
Yo, man, I've been trying to, for about a month now, I've been trying to get Carm Dub to call up, man, and she just won't. She avoiding us, man. But she funny as hell.
Come on in.
Right. But I need to know. Like I need more women.
I don't know. Would you gotta think about sexual trauma and abuse and shit like that. All of that, affects everything too. And, on the men's side, not none of the men that's a simple hit. You understand what I'm saying? But some of the men need to take some lessons from their women. All all
Yeah.
sexual experiences are not the same. You gotta learn and study. You gotta be studious in this motherfucker. You can't just be, just thinking, okay, I'm inside. That's all it takes. Like, nah, you gotta watch rhythms and all that shit and discuss it.
I mean,
So,
but you
that
know
means
what
you
though?
gotta be
We
a
don't
little
want to hear about that
vocal.
though. We don't want to hear about
You
that. Like,
don't?
let's be honest. Like, as at
You
men
ain't got
men
the
in
problem.
general.
I'm talking about for the dudes who got the problem. The problem be the dude in their mind, like, yo, I'm smashing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you ain't doing it. You wasting your time. You gotta be able to sit down and communicate, man, and say, okay, put your ego to the side and say, what do you enjoy sexually, and get into that shit and listen, nigga. Like,
I mean, but
listen. Like,
you gotta be honest though. Most cats don't want to hear that they have not satisfied their woman.
right? That's why it's 80%.
Yeah.
That's why
And that's
it's
true,
80%.
but what you gonna do? Continue to not satisfy your lady? Like, how you gonna play that?
Pretty
You
much,
gonna go
yes.
caveman, even though caveman ain't work?
I mean, well, if she keeps, like if you think you knocked it out the park the first time, you'll continue doing what you did the first time.
Right. That's where the conversation comes into place, because if you were allowed to continuously think you knocked it out the park, and you just hit a single.
Hold on 1 second, bro. We got somebody else on the line. I'm not sure who it is. What's good, fam?
Yo, what up?
Oh shit! And he got the crickets with him too. Shout out to the plug in the building.
Yo, what's good?
What's happening, cuz? Cousin Rome in the building. What's happening?
I know this nigga just walking. What's good, man? What's up? What's Roxy let Rome call in tonight?
Yo, chill. Yo, chill, my man.
Hey, I'm just reading, bro. Don't blame me, man. I'm just the messenger. But the
read Tatiano, the statistician over here.
Right. Okay, so
what's going on?
80% of women don't orgasm from penetrative sex. Do you think that is true or false?
Yo, that's a lot.
Thank you.
That's a lot of whack dick, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, women be fronting. You know what I'm saying? Like, women be fronting just to try to keep control of some type of masculine ego. You know what I mean? Like, that's just an advantage. Like, I've met some women who won't try to give it up, even though you could just be like knocking all the walls down. You know what I'm saying? Tearing the fur off the joint. Like, she just ain't gonna give it up. Like, just off the pride.
All right, well, how can but if you knocking it out the park like that, she ain't shit to give up. You know.
Right, that's a fact. But what I'm saying is, but she ain't gonna say, yo, you know what I'm saying? You did that.
Like, I don't need her to say shit. That big ass puddle on the bed gonna talk for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's
just say it.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just saying, yo, like, some women don't like to give it up. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. Like,
yeah, that's a lot of lying right there, bro.
I haven't experienced that. That just seems like super far fetched to me. Like, especially like with everything that's out now. Like,
right.
I don't know, man. Like, that sounds really far fetched to me.
I'm eating a honey bun. Nah. I'm trying to fix this shit over here, Carmen. I had a malfunction in the feng shui. So I'm trying to fix my shit. You know, I'm like, damn, this is just not, like, it's not going the way it's supposed to. Y'all can read between the lines on that. I wish I did have a fucking honey bun, though. Oh, my God. Honey buns back in the day was fucking dope compared to this trash now. Oh, and I remember when I could go to the fucking store and buy a bag of chips and actually get a fucking bag of chips.
Bag of chips, yeah.
Yeah, that shit is.
That shit's horrible.
That shit is extortion, my nigga. Like,
that shit is.
They sell you the idea of some Lays.
Man.
You get motherfucking dummy samples and shit. The bag be looking all fluffy and shit.
And you get nothing but air.
Yo, I'll tell you what though. I'm not really big on chips like that, but yo, Martin's Red Hot chips is the shit. Like, I'll put those against anything.
I ain't never heard of them shits. But yo, did you see my man's get smacked in the face with his own helmet?
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm that
he started that shit though. You can't start some shit with a nigga and then be like, yo, why you fucking me up?
Yeah, man. Them niggas got all upset.
And they not from Pittsburgh.
That nigga got that. That nigga got that ass beat. Oh, it's 216-539-0659. It is. Why is no one reading the scrolling across the top? Do you know how much time I take to type that shit in? 1.2 minutes. I counted. So please take that extra 13.7 seconds. I counted that too, to read the scroll across the top, because the number is right there.
My nigga got stats over there.
Hey, niggas just stop boycotting the NFL when Kaepernick took that check from Nike. Like, let's be honest. Like, that was like Nike bought us all off with that one contract. Yeah, I don't. Hey, that may be you, but did you see this nigga get hit in the face with this?
He's about to get back in the league.
Who? Cap?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen, bro. Like, I understand how they, like, actually I don't get like the thought process behind even the dog and whatever show. Hold on one second, man. Let me get somebody else in online. I think this is open. What's good, bro? What's good, fam? Can you hear us?
So nobody went to punk ass Cap, cuz.
Apparently not. I don't know what it is, man. But I did get you in on the line, and apparently they hung up. That's the one back.
Kaepernick calling in and plead his case and shit. Like, yo, how y'all gonna be going in on?
I mean,
on the subject of the water coolers.
I ain't going in on the nigga though. I'm just saying, like, I'm just being honest about shit. Like, I think, like, when they gave that nigga that check from Nike and they made such a big deal about it, promoted it, which they supposed to, you know, under the circumstances. And it took some balls on their part. I'm not being dismissive of that either. But at the same time, you know, like, I think that kind of like was the end of the boycott as far as the NFL. Like, nobody actually said anything, but everybody started openly talking about their teams.
All right, so let's say
Duke was trying to block him. Look at him like, if he's trying to block this shit is classic. You got this shit like right perfect and shit. We hit it with an all-you-can helmet, like, all-you-can.
Let's say he goes and has a great workout this weekend and still doesn't get picked up by an NFL team. Then what?
Then nothing. Nothing. Like, I'm being honest. Nobody's gonna do anything. It's not like black people gonna have an outrage or whatever like that. We'll be mad on Twitter. We'll be mad on Facebook. It'll go away in 2 days. Let's be honest.
I don't know, man.
It's on a Saturday. Not a Tuesday.
Right.
And they got the bummers of the bummers team. It's like, yeah, man, let's give a good show.
But see, I'm not gonna blame Jay-Z. I'm not gonna blame him, just like I'm not gonna give him credit until I see the shit. You feel me? So either way, like, I just don't think that at this point he got that type of pull in the NFL. I just don't.
Jay-Z ain't got no pull.
Well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Jay-Z got bread. Like, I'm not gonna say that.
Money.
Well,
a couple dollars.
Jay-Z got wealth. He got $1 billion, bro.
He got,
they got like 30, 40 billion.
Together. He ain't got no money. They ain't got NFL money.
No, he ain't got NFL money. He got NBA money.
Is he an owner in there?
Yeah, with a
I don't think he want to be. I think he want to own a team in the NFL.
Good luck.
Hey, somebody got a they got a Hispanic owner. Why not?
He built in the wall.
No,
There can't be no other.
that nigga built a stadium though. Shit, that's about it. You can call that what you want. Hey, open. Hey, open. Did you call up, bro?
Nah, that was Kaepernick. He just said it.
Oh well, apparently that nigga ain't want to say shit. But yeah, I do think that's fucked up, man. That he,
Drivers know Kaepernick. You can just call him and shit and find out.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Stop it.
Yeah,
That quarterback did start that shit though. Like you can't be no bitch about it. Hold on 1 second. Like you can't start no shit and then when you get punched in the face, you want to cry wolf and shit. No, bro. You kind of got what you had coming, but at the same time, that brother got to know that's crossing the line. Like, if he'd have just punched him, that'd have been different. You know, hitting him with the helmet, that's not going to go over well. And he knew that shit. You know, so, hey,
that nigga started that shit. Fuck that.
That's the crazy part, Open. Like, I see you called. I put you in on the call, and for some reason, it's just not going through. And thus far, like, that you've been the only one because everybody else we've been able to add to the joint. So I don't know if, like, we at a max or something. I'm not sure if there is a max. All I know is I tried, bro. And
blaming Jay-Z. Still calling to call it, man.
Hey, actually, we should blame Jay-Z for this shit. You know. You know, that's actually a fucking good idea. Let's blame Jay-Z. And what else I got in this motherfucker? Oh, no, we don't want to talk about that. Hey, fellas, let me ask you this. Name something a woman does that she thinks is a turn on, but is really a turn off.
Oh, shit.
Like, Open, you should be on the line right now, bruh. Like, but for some reason, it's like on my phone, it's still ringing. I'm sorry to cut y'all off, but.
Carmen said way about it. I was about to say that shit. This is job to me. You started on the bond X.
Yo, some women do this a turn off that's supposed to be a turn on. If you know you ain't got no butt, don't put no skinny jeans on. Because it's still flat.
Amen.
You're not taking me with that shit. You might got thick ass thighs, but the ass ain't looking right. We know what's happening.
Okay. I'm trying to think about this shit too. And Open, I actually literally just called you too. Wearing a bonnet. I don't think any woman thinks wearing a bonnet is actually a turn on. Like, I don't know what type of Little House on the Prairie old motherfucker you fucking. Not you personally, Carmen, but just in general, that woman.
Who's rocking a bonnet?
Who thinks a bonnet is sexy? Nobody. That's just horrible.
Bonnet gang gang.
The bitch you got churn butter.
That would.
Yo, them 20-minute long eyelashes and shit, them fake shits look like you a fucking mutant creature.
Oh my god.
Get the fuck out of here.
Got little hands.
That's true.
Little hands on you.
Just like them long ass nails that look like fucking animal claws and all that. I don't want that nowhere near my dick. Stop that. Let's get that shit the fuck out of here.
And a weird ass animal social media filter. That shit is retarded. Fuck out of here.
Word.
All right, so
I don't care.
I kind of like the nails though, so I'm not gonna hate on the nails.
Nah, I can't fuck with that. That shit look crazy.
I was waiting.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. You know, and I don't mean what's the old girl name? What's the rapper chick name? Cardi B. Like her shits is too much. You know, but some nails, yeah.
Nah.
What nigga like only the pinky nail, or like?
No, I'm just saying like they don't. I don't want your nails to be like cut like to the bone, but your shit don't need to be like 4 inches long either. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta have some feminine to you. I don't want your hands looking like you. I don't know, change tires and shit.
I'm just not with them long ass claw nails. Bitch look like she got Baraka hands around here or something. Like, nobody wants that.
Okay,
half Freddy Krueger.
I would agree with that. Like that's a bit much.
That's not sexy.
Makeup is overrated if done distastefully or to like the one chick in the picture who looked like a completely different person than what she looked like in real life. Like that's beyond makeup. That's
right.
That's costume jewelry, and that's unfair. And she should be able to be sued. Not that I'm saying something look like she looks bad herself, you know, but to fool somebody to that extent, they should be able to sue your ass. I'm just saying.
Right. That's some I'm gonna get you sucker type shit.
Exactly.
When she took the contacts out and popped her leg off and all that shit. That's what you see a lot of with the fake asses.
You?
Open minds on me.
Huh?
She was like, "Don't make me hot after you."
Yeah, I can't seem to unmute him.
No, I muted myself because I got some noise back here.
Oh, what's good, bro?
Not much. I'm just getting off work, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving. I ain't want that freeway noise in the mic and shit.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah.
I thought you was in the strip club.
But I'm on. I'm here. I was just typing.
Yeah, I see, man. Let me ask you this though, man. Name something a woman does that she thinks is a turn on, but it's really a turn off.
I mean, can I get? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Just made me think about some shit. And this is nothing my woman doing. This is something that women previous, like, you know, when a woman riding you and shit, and you got the condom on, and they think that rubbing back and forth shit is sexy when you rub the fucking condom off, squishing my nuts and shit. Like, that shit ain't cool. Just go up and down on the dick. But that shit irritates the fuck out of me when women do that. I don't say nothing. I'm a nice guy, but that shit is not a turn on.
I mean, so why don't you say anything though, bruh?
He's like, I could have kept my $40.
I'm in the heat of the moment. I'm in the pussy. Like, when you literally in the pussy, that shit gonna feel the mood. So you gotta just deal with it.
No, nigga.
Motherfucking refund. Let me get back $20.
I just switch positions and then I take over.
Okay.
But I don't want to like discuss it because I think to me it's not a big deal. But so if I flip the script and take over, I'm gonna get mine. She gonna get hers. So it's not a big deal.
Okay, I feel what you're saying on that one. You know, but at some point I would have to be like, hey, it's a situation we need to discuss. Shit hurts.
$20 back from my $40. I need half a refund.
Right.
Man.
Right.
Yes.
False advertisement.
Exactly.
I need a refund.
Man.
Breach the contract.
All right. You know. Oh my goodness.
Pineapple.
And I was thinking of some shit. I was thinking of some shit, and I cannot fucking. I forgot, bro.
Yo, what's up with these bald niggas getting these fucking weaves with the 360 waves and all that? I'm a bald nigga myself. I rocks my shit proud. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
Yo.
But what's up with these niggas getting the 360 huh?
I am not mad at that.
They need to drink some Drano
out here in the streets, man.
Look.
Y'all bald niggas taking L's out here.
Y'all need to stop hating on that shit. Only thing I'm mad at is that Wallow and Gilly did that shit before I could get my delivery. I need my shit. Like, why you mad? You know, like you'll put rims on your car to make your car look flyer. Why can't I put hair on top of my head to make me look fly?
Yeah, my nigga,
but we
but
can't sit up here and say
my car didn't come with the rims. Like
Yeah,
you
well,
came with hair.
Yeah,
Nigga,
no,
you came with hair.
no. Actually, nigga, I was born bald headed, and I'm going back to the same way. So I should be able to recapture the shit in the middle if I got the bread to do so. Yes.
And you can't say shit about these women out here with their fake booties and the fake nails and the fake eyes if you out here running around with fake 360s, my nigga. Stop that.
With a fake 360 and a fake beard.
I don't know about the beard though.
All kinds of Clorox together.
I don't know, but I don't know if I would do the beard. I don't think I would. No, I would get the waves though, or actually I'd get an afro, man. I've never really had like a super long afro. Oh my fucking god, just a big ass, just black ass afro, just that would be dope.
All right, so you done tricked this chick with your fake ass afro, and you beating it up, and you get to sweating, and that glue started to loosen up, and now your afro sitting sideways. What you looking like right now?
I'm looking like I'll be done soon, and I'll fix my shit.
Look, I say this: a lot of these chicks, air quote bad bitches, be having on weave and not gonna say weave. Them wigs and shit, cause they don't be having hair. Be shaped bad as fuck, like shaped and shit. But you know what I'm saying? They ain't got no hair. They bald headed. But I really just don't care. Like I just don't give a fuck about what goofy niggas do. It's goofy, true, but I don't care. I just don't give a fuck what motherfuckers do. Cause I'm a man. I'm not just another man by his attire, his hair and shit. Like that's the type of shit women do. See, we crossing a little bit of a line when we try to pick at dudes who put on weave beards and weave hair because women do shit like that towards each other. Men, we shouldn't be looking at a dude head like, hey man, that line that you got is sexy. Like how do we have this conversation when we're here?
There's nothing righteous about a conversation with you and your partner trying to figure out if the dude next to you is his hair real. Like that's your real hair? Nah, man. Men don't talk like that. Yeah, like that's all you. That's your real.
Right, nigga. Don't ask. Don't disrespect me like that, nigga. You know it's not my real hair. You ain't gotta ask.
But you didn't know this nigga for like 15 years, and he been bald for like 10 of them 15, and he shook right. Come on, nigga, stop that.
Right.
You disrespected me with fake ass beads.
Nigga looking at your beard, nigga looking at your beard sideways. Talk about that's
Hey.
That's all you.
Hey, hold on one second, family. Hold on 1 second, family. Open. Hold on 1 second, King. We got to go back to the female orgasm topic per request of Natasha. She been waiting on this one, so we got to backtrack just a little bit. We talked about it a little bit, but we was waiting on her to really get it popping. So my bad. But and I'm not sure which. Oh, and Carmen did say, side note: when men eat the pussy, more tongue, less teeth.
Who puts teeth?
You gotta go to the university and get training. You can't just be out here fighting on motherfuckers and shit with you.
Right.
Like,
who does that?
You gotta watch the pastor tapes.
But that apply to women too. No teeth.
See, you right, and you sound like you like 30 feet away from the phone. Open. You good now?
He closed right now. He ain't open.
All right.
No, I was saying, I agree with Carmen, but the same thing applies when she doing us, like no teeth.
So true.
Yes, that's actually even more crucial. That's actually more. Actually, again, I would disagree on that one. Some hands work right.
Something wrong with Giles. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Cause do not bite my shit.
Oh, I'm not talking about biting. No, I'm not talking about that.
None of that
no,
shit.
No, Knowledge said no hands. Like I what the hell did I walk in on? I'm just saying. That is like, like if we're gonna go there. But to get back to 80% of women don't orgasm from penetrative sex. Natasha says that's true. I'm curious. Why? Why do you believe that's true? Let us know. And if you don't want to call up, nibble a little bit. I agree. Open. Wait a minute. Nibble. Oh yeah, actually that can be quite effective to keep it a stack. That can be quite effective.
I don't think it's true because I'll be knocking the dust. I'll be knocking the dust.
We forgot who we got on the phone, man.
All women.
No, he ain't lying. I'll be knocking.
Just. So wait.
I was trying to get in earlier before I left. There was a female that I had the thing on speaker, and she heard y'all ask that question about Ada. She was like, that's not true. And I was like, well, why don't you say that? But I already left, so she was gonna get on the line and say it. 80%. She heard us.
Yeah, 80% is a lot. Like
that is.
You got mechanical dildo tongues out here now.
But that's the problem though. That is the problem. That's the problem.
Like, if it's 80%,
how the fuck can we compete with shit like that, bro?
No, this is what I'm saying. Listen to me, yo. They be putting all of this mechanical shit on their pussy, and it desensitizes it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So then, it desensitizes it. So then, you get back into a relationship and you're having casual sex again on the regular, and like, nigga really gotta beat your shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. I can't compete with batteries, bruh. I get tired. What the fuck? It's unfair.
Start doing some push-ups, cuz.
No, it ain't just that, bruh.
It is true that women need to take some responsibility. If it is true, is that what y'all saying?
And what
they should.
Like, okay, what's your advice for a woman to orgasm better as a result of you doing the same shit?
Only she can answer that. Only she can answer that.
Wait a minute, what you say, Rome? I ain't hear you.
Say what now?
Oh man, nah, man, don't pay me no mind, bro.
I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? You not gonna share the laughter? What type of shit is that? Anyway, man, that's just whack, man. So I'm still waiting on Natasha to answer, and I'm curious, just us, Nikki, if you still here. She's like, what the fuck did I just walk in on? Hey, it is what it is. It's the water cooler. But I would like your opinion. Like, let's be honest about it. Like, why? I literally think it does have something to do with all these fucking toys and the ridiculousness of this shit.
They really be beating they shit up, my nigga. Like,
yeah,
like you ever seen some shit that just got beat up, even if it was like in like a porno or something, like that shit look like old chewed up bubble gum and shit.
No, I've never, nigga. No, I have not, man. What the fuck, nigga? Like, I would leave immediately if I see some shit like that, nigga. Like, your shit is not normal. You'd hurt me.
I'm gonna be like that. I'm blown out, like somebody dropped a grenade in that boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I
like,
thought
there's some women out here with ugly boxes, bro. Like, them shit just look bad.
That is true.
For sure.
A lot of bodies. You know, and
that's a whole nother. Bodies is a whole nother story, man.
But why is that a problem though? Like if we being honest, like why do we care how many bodies that a woman has? Do we?
Yes.
Why?
No. Do I love her or am I just smashing?
Do you love her?
Right.
I love her. I need to know.
Yeah.
Why? Then you don't love. Then you don't love her.
Absolute, man. Come on, yo.
Love though.
We can't say no. That's just how his love go. That's all. He'll roam good with how he feel. I'm just saying I don't give a fuck.
Okay, let me ask you this, Ron. Let me ask you this, Ron.
Rome is a lot.
I want to know. Yeah, I want to know. It don't mean I ain't still gonna smash or I'm still not gonna be with you. You know what I'm saying? But I want to fucking know.
All right, what's the cutoff? 50? What if she be like, I got 100 bodies.
How old is she?
How old did she start? Yeah.
Let's say she's 35.
Okay, she's 35.
And she
What
got
she
a
lose?
buck?
And she got a buck. She got 100 bodies. 35. Tested,
All right.
clean. You went to the doctor with her. Clean, beautiful. Otherwise, professional or however you like them. The perfect woman to you, except she got 100 bodies.
She suck a mean one?
The perfect woman, the perfect woman to you.
Yo, I literally
Shit like that matters.
I literally had the same fucking thought. Like, how's the head?
Niggas
I'm
juggling this shit in like.
I would think that after 100 bodies, like clearly she's doing something correct.
Nah, that just means she fucked a bunch of niggas. That don't mean anything. That just means she fucked a bunch of niggas.
Hey, yo,
Yeah, you got a point there too.
I'm just saying, niggas said. I mean, this nigga's pausing for a long time. He said, wait a minute. Like, he's trying not to, because he just a dream bitch. Like, yeah, this is my dream girl, and she had 100 bodies. Fuck. Yeah, but she suck a dick and she come. And that's crazy. Like,
That does make a difference, though.
We gonna be thinking about them 100 bodies every day.
That actually, you know what though, and he actually got. Oh, you good, bro? But actually, you got a good point though. Like we will kind of like validate other shit and like enhance the other shit that you do to diminish the nastiness of the 100 bodies. But let me ask you this though: a man at 35 having 100 bodies, is that problematic? That ain't nothing, is it?
No, it ain't shit.
So why? Why do we say women got to be at a different standard? And maybe that's why 80% of women don't orgasm from penetrative sex.
Nah, that's not true at all.
Could be related.
I'm
Could
saying,
not be.
bro. Like, listen. If you know how to pop a wheelie, right? Let's just say you knew how to pop a wheelie since the age of 12. You mastered wheeling, not wheeling. You not mastered, but you started training and doing wheelies, right?
Right.
And you do your adolescence and you growing up, you a master now at doing wheelies. It's the same shit. Like you know what you're doing. Like if you a master, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Like if you knock down women, you knock down women, and you know what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way. Like I just found that like. That's a lot of whack ass sex, bro. Like 80% of women.
That is, but that would be. I think if that is the case, if that is true, then I think that emotionally we got to help with a lot of healing, because at that point that's more problematic than just sexual. If 80% of, because orgasms are predominantly mental. So something going on upstairs.
That goes back
if
to
that's
what
the case.
Cuz was saying. It's about that conversation. Like if you can't talk about it, you're supposed to be able to be real with that other person about everything else, but you can't be real about when y'all fucking. That doesn't make sense.
Well, that's the only thing. The problem with that is especially when you casually sex and y'all just fuck buddies. A lot of times when you try to bring up that type of conversation, you be met with a lot of. I guess combat. But once you want to be like, well, you ain't my woman, you ain't locking it down, and you gotta. That conversation takes you down a rabbit hole you don't really want to go when you casually fucking. Now, if you in a relationship, it's no question to have a conversation. With
Actually, I think it's the quite opposite though. Like the one that you just fucking, like I don't give a fuck what I tell your ass in the bedroom. If I'm just fucking you,
right? If
you either gonna.
But if you
I'm just saying. Yeah, like if your main, sometimes it seemed like it should be easier to talk to them about that, but like you got to talk to them about it and then see them the next day. You know, like if she be like, yeah, when you do this, when you do this, and I hate this. I'm just saying, like you feel some type of way. Most niggas, just to be honest.
No, I don't. No, I'm saying like I don't. I'm a guy who had more trouble in my single life expressing how I felt about bedroom activities than I did when I'm settled down. I'm more open when I'm settled down, closed off and standoffish. I'm single. When I'm single, I mean, yeah, I'm like, even when I'm single, I still have sex with the same, one or two chicks. Because I ain't never been the type of dude.
Y'all niggas
a
ain't.
bunch of different women, so I know the woman I'm dealing with.
Y'all niggas ain't never paid for no pussy, have you?
Never.
I ain't gonna say I haven't, but I ain't never been that nigga that just was quick to trick off on no ass. Every nigga just got. But I wasn't a nigga that was like lead with it like this. Nah, nigga, I talk panties off, but I ain't gonna act like I've never done it. Every nigga that paid for some pussy one time. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Oh, way the other.
Yeah, pretty much.
But what do you mean by paid for it? Like an extra value meal, or just like, yo, here's a couple dollars?
Super size.
Like this is a transaction.
Oh, nah, nigga.
Like, you can pay on the back end.
Never?
I'm paying for 2 pussies right now on child support. Like, you gonna pay for some pussy, nigga. Get out of here with that shit.
Oh, dude. Back in my street days, back when motherfuckers were still riding horses and shit. No, but like it was just less emotional and to the point. This is what I require for X. Bam, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. I don't have to be bothered anymore. Shit's actually, like. In some situations, like, I get it. I just do. Because, like, not now, obviously, but, like, it depends on where you at in your life. Like, some people really just look at it as a transaction. And not necessarily, like, a John prostitute type of shit. But if you get down to the nuts and bolts about it, let's say take somebody out, go to the show, blase splee, you still spent a lot of bread. It wasn't just like, here's the money in your hand. But what would be the difference? To be quite honest, if that person was cool with it and you was cool with it and we ain't have to be bothered with each other after the fact, what's the difference?
Well, John, that's what I got an issue with these statistics. I want to combine what you just said back to the 80% thing. Who the fuck are they polling? Are they polling single bitches who are here just fucking? Hoes, stripper bitches who just pussy, like we can't box hoes into the same group of women who just in a relationship and not coming from sex with their men. So I can't get down with this 80% because who the fuck did they poll? Because a hoe ain't trying to come, she's just trying to make a buck. What I'm talking about, a bitch that's selling pussy on purpose and ain't shame of it is not trying to orgasm. But if she took that online poll. And well, honestly, I ain't coming. But
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they didn't poll like 100 prostitutes though, bro. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm just going out on a limb here, bro. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I got you. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure, bro. Like, first off, finding 100 prostitutes nowadays is not the easiest thing to do. Pretty sure.
Nigga, are you crazy?
I don't like when I drive through the hood, I don't see like chicks standing on the corner.
The game is online, my nigga.
Oh well,
niggas cold outside. Niggas
outside. Hey, I don't know. Hey, I don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I guess you got to be. I don't know. I ain't looking. I ain't in them circles, so I would know. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to like bitches with fucked up ass pantyhose and shit like that. On the corner in Cass Corridor when I was in high school, that type of shit. They was looking horrible too, man. I just felt bad for them. Like, here's a quarter, man. Please just go invest in some water. It was ugly, man. It was bad.
Them niggas was going to the strip club fuck hoes. That was prostituting back then.
No. I was like, me personally, like, no. I have never been I'm about to go to the strip club and pay for some old fantasy shit. That's the dumbest shit in the world to me. I'm not saying that it's wrong for anybody else to do it, but me personally, no, nigga, that's like just going outside, throwing money in the street, and hoping that somebody pick it up and add $20 to it. That fucking sounds stupid.
Because you a black man with swag back in your heyday. We talking about the Poindexter geek ass white boy who make $100,000 a year with big thick ass glasses. There ain't no bitch paying attention to, but he go in the strip club and throw some money, take a bitch to the champagne room, and get some pussy for 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta go pay for no pussy, but don't think go to the strip club.
Hey, and let's look, bruh. I'm not even gonna let you get away with that one because it ain't just them white boys doing that shit. Cause niggas love the strip clubs, bruh.
I just wanted to trash a nerdy white boy.
Nigga, in Detroit, nigga, are you kidding me? Like that's how you flex the money you got in the streets at the strip clubs. Don't ask me why. But that's like the ritual. I get on in the streets. I'm gonna go to the strip club and throw $15,000 on the stage. For what? What did it get you? Absolutely nothing. But some other niggas being like, "Oh, that nigga got money." Makes no sense to me. I never understood that shit. I've spent probably $25 in my life in a strip club, except that one time in Atlanta. Different story. But
well, it's Atlanta. Hey,
bucks total.
That shit was like the Garden of Eden. They was naked and perfect.
It's Atlanta.
That was Atlanta when it was really Atlanta, though. Not now. I would not. I'm not stepping foot in. No, I don't even know if I want to go in Atlanta right now, bruh. Scares.
So you talking like Freaknik era Atlanta, or what's that?
That's pretty much my era, man.
Yeah.
That's that. You know, I be having the in my day moments. This is one of them. I should make that a skit. Porn is free. Y'all know that. Why pay for pussy? I mean, but like, it's the same.
That's two different things. That's two completely different things.
I'd rather pay for pussy than watch porn.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Point,
God just would. Like I don't.
It's like young, like old niggas don't be watching porn.
I mean, if anything, you pay for the pussy and y'all watch the porn. It's free.
That's what's up.
If you just get over it. I think you go through a porn phase and you grow up out of that shit because pussy is so readily for you. You don't really have to watch porn. If you're watching porn, it's because you just want to watch some porn. Because niggas can get pussy these days.
I mean,
right. I mean, if you watching porn by yourself, yeah, you got a problem. Because you 40 and you watching porn by yourself, you fucking up. You fucked up in life. But if it's you and your girl, that's different.
I mean, like, I guess I'll look at it like this. Like, if you 40 and been single for the last 10 years and watching porn, you need help. But if you married,
getting shit mixed with Vaseline and all that, like, yo, you got a problem, cuz.
Oh no, but like let's say y'all been married for 20 years, and you like, you know what? I need some new moves. Okay, let me go check out some movies. You're not gonna do that. You may not do that shit with your significant other because you want to surprise them with the new moves. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the motive, like where you at in life. You know, it's totally different if you living in your mama basement watching porn. That's fucking disgusting. But you know, like the situation is that you trying to, teach yourself some shit so you can impress who you with. I can understand that.
That's cool too, but you got to throw it on with her so you can coach her up too. Like, yo, you see how she did that one thing? Why don't you try that?
I mean, you could do that too. And nobody over here said that Roxy doll was okay, but wrong. Like, let's not get that confused. That is that nigga. No, that is not okay. I said that was you must have forgot. Cause no, I'm not with that shit either. Shit's weird. But hey, everybody got a right to like the shit that they like.
For sure.
You know, you being a hypocrite about it too, Carmen, because it's okay for women to have sex toys, but he can't have a plastic box. That you being hypocritical. Let's be honest. Not to say that we all aren't hypocrites in some way. I say it all the time, you know. But we got to call a spade on this one. You being hypocritical, and he pointed that out too. I had to agree on that one, you know. Even though I still think the shit's just weird, but yeah, like at this day and age, like a woman having sex toys is almost a norm, and it's acceptable. You know, so why is it that? See, look at that. You got a dildo. So wait a minute. You got a dildo, but you mad that Rome got want a plastic box? Wow.
Can't have it both ways.
Apparently, you can. You know.
I mean, I don't. What's wrong with a plastic box? It's no different than beating your dick. It's the same thing.
It's nasty though, man. Like you just go to your closet and just get a box.
Funny, but hey, how you get it in is how you get it in. If that's how you getting down,
hey yo,
that's your business.
And then this nigga was like, "I want to the next woman I get, like we gonna get down with Roxy." That's the name of this little fucking. It's hey, and you can't call it a doll, man. It's not a fucking doll. It is the action figure. Roxy.
No, but if she with it, why not?
Come on, bro. Like, how do you introduce that? That's all I'm saying. Like, there's no way that you can, in a rational, normal, human way, be like, oh yeah, I go look in the closet. I got a box of pussy.
Well, see, you can't build up to that. You got to come out the gate and be like, yo, I'm a nasty motherfucker. I get down like this. That's not something you can build up to. There's no explaining that besides, hey, I'm a nasty motherfucker. I get down like this.
That is true.
Not, what's happening?
And you know what? Actually, when you start doing that, then you will start attracting people that's already gonna be into that type of shit. Like there's a reason that they got clubs for niggas beating on each other and fucking each other at the same time. You know, that weird shit attracts that weird shit. Which is that, like, what is that fucking show where my man was he had a whole fucking room of just contraptions and whips, and like this nigga he ain't just have like a regular like whip. This motherfucker had like bats. Like he's fucking beating women up. Like, and he had like shit that he would attach to their titties. This dude was off the fucking hook. What? I can't remember the name of that movie.
That's the great bullshit.
That's exactly what it was.
But yo, if that's how she get down, that's how she get down. Like, yo, they not just like, yo, I'm gonna do it to make that nigga happy. Some shit like that. That's how you get down. It is what it is.
So let me ask you this: you find out that your peoples is doing that. Do you feel differently about them?
Nah. If his girl with it, hey, that's how they get down. I'm not fucking with that shit, but hey.
But the people who into that bondage, that 50 Shades of Grey shit, like, do y'all do that every time you have sex? Like every single? That's too much work. That's too much, bro. That's too much shit to do in life.
There's a lot of preparation for that. Yeah.
I think that's part of it, though.
By the time we get all this costume and shit and all this bullshit on edibles and shit, nigga, I don't want to fuck no more. Like,
but for them is the like sex ain't the but for them sex ain't the sex is secondary to the other shit. Like the other shit is the sex for them, and the sex part is just for the nut. You know what I'm saying? Like all that other shit is like it's beyond foreplay. It's like the main course for them, and sex is just like, okay, yeah, that's a cherry on top type shit.
How much time has passed after we finally do the sex part to bust a nut? Like how much time did we waste in the day?
Hey, but that's why. I don't think that I don't think, and again, like I don't know. But I can't see the motherfuckers doing this shit every day.
Nah, that's like a once a week kind of thing. It would have to be.
Right. Like you got to plan. You got to put that on your calendar.
Special shit every now and then. Myself, I ain't like I ain't never done nothing crazy, but all the time, every time we fuck, I gotta put this motherfucking suit on. I gotta get the whip. I gotta do all this. Bitch, take clothes off. That's fun. I'm not. I just don't have time like that. Like we go away for the weekend. You off work, baby. I'm off work, baby. We finna act a fool in this hotel room out of town. When we come back home, the every night, cause I gotta go to work in the morning. Sex. Not finna do all that shit, fam. I gotta get up at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning to go to work.
I mean, but if you notice, like the motherfuckers that get caught up in shit like that be motherfuckers that got bread. So it be the motherfuckers that can actually afford that. Okay, Thursday the 22nd, I'll be beating so and so's ass from 8 to 12. They'll literally have that shit on their calendar. You know, like they got the time to do that shit and the bread to do that shit. I have never come across like just regular Joe Blow type peoples that was into that shit, but I don't attract that type of energy apparently either, because that is some weird shit. And if I knew some people and they was like, hey, well, we've been cool for a while, and so me and my old lady wanted to know if we could beat your ass, and we'd have a problem. Like I would have a problem with that shit. Like, and I would not fuck with y'all no more. Absolutely. But
you gotta think, what if your homies come through? We about to watch the football game. I done fried some wings, nigga. We got some brews, and my closet door open up, and then the sex box fall out the closet. All this, you know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna really make you look stupid in front of your why you think go sex shop and buy all this dumb shit? Like no. Because I got an answer for that shit. My niggas is not going to let me live it down. It's just not going to happen.
Now that I would not give a fuck about, though. Like, I'm going to keep it a stack. Like, if that was my thing and you seen my shit, you just seen my shit. Nigga, what? Yeah, in my motherfucking house. You don't like that shit?
Yeah, you can't be like, oh, shit.
Right.
That ain't mine. You got to own that shit at that point.
Like, fuck you, nigga. You don't like that shit? Leave.
How many other niggas in the room going to be like, yo, I got the XL version, cuz that's dope.
You got the stupid look on your face. You were like, fam, where you get? I've been looking all over that one, fam. You got the last one.
Oh my god.
I got the dark skin and the light skin one over here. What the fuck?
Right. But I got Roxy in all different colors.
I can't knock nothing nobody do to get off. I ain't really judging nobody. I just personally don't. I can't date a chick that's into that bonded, that extra. I can't. It's just too much for sex. It's too much.
Nah, it's too
I mean, but y'all
you can't be in the moment with that. You can't be in the moment and be like, yo, well, let me go get the whips and you go put your little leather suit on and I'm gonna go get this and that. Like, you can't be in the moment doing shit like that.
Because a lot of sex happens in the moment.
I mean, but that be the problem with women, especially not orgasming. You know, because it just happens in the moment, and we don't put enough detail and preparation into it. So I will say the preparation aspect. I mean, but you should know.
Believe that statistic, Josh. Like we got to get some more women involved. Like that's not a true statistic. They pull white women, Asian women, Japanese women, planet Earth a big place. You know what I'm saying?
Man, if they polled 10 women of any shape, stripe, or whatever, and 8 of them agree with that, I would think that they could act, well, not 10, but let's say 1,000, 10,000, 100. You can successfully at least kind of get some gauge that there's some women out there that are dissatisfied. I would like to know why. Like, what is it? What is it? I'm just saying, like I'm not talking about us, but women. Like, what is it that we are not doing that you would rather have an item that you bought as opposed to an actual live human being? Like, why dudes ain't getting you off, basically?
Even if it is true, I would say the bottom line root of that problem for those women would be communication. Lack of communication on their part. Because a man can't enter your mind and know if you like it in sex. If you don't say nothing, you keep letting him fuck, but you using this nigga for some money or some shit. Whatever the fuck it is, there's some self accountability that we all got to take, even if somebody mistreats us.
I mean, but we know, bruh. Like we don't need a woman to tell us we was whack, bruh. Like you could literally, you could look at a woman's face and know you are not doing anything, bruh.
Yeah, you can, but I'm saying it. But it's also a mixed signal when you let the nigga come back and smash multiple times. If you always got to look at your face when this one nigga, this Reggie come to the house and you rolling your eyes every fucking time Reggie come to the house, but you keep fucking Reggie because Reggie paying something in your house. That's your fault.
And you going in the aisle and faking it. Yeah.
I mean, no, you can't. I mean, you want to talk about self accountability? If Reggie is paying something in her house, then Reggie know what it is. You only getting boxed because you paying bills in a house you don't live in.
And she's not allowed to take the survey then because she's only fucking Reggie for Reggie to pay the bill. You don't like the nigga. He gonna come through and trick off that money, but then she gonna get her happy ass online and answer the questions on his phone. No, that's bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no. Because let me ask you this. What if hold on, bro. What if Reggie came through and hit her with the Melvin 6 times straight and just had her leaking everywhere? Reggie wouldn't have to be paying shit. Then who's the accountable one? Like who's?
Fuck that. We gonna fuck Melvin because Melvin beat it down great, but Melvin ain't got no money, and Reggie do, and Reggie gonna fuck too. That's what it is. If a bitch single, she's struggling, she fucking Melvin and Reggie because Melvin dick big and fuck nice. Reggie ain't worth a fuck, but Reggie got some money and he's a sour pussy. But she gonna pussy.
Hey, Larisha, I'm not sure where Ron. Hey, Ron, where you at, bro? I think he's still on the line somewhere.
It's peak hours.
It is peak hours. It is peak side nigga hours. Actually, no, I take that back. I think peak side nigga hours started at midnight, or was it 11? It might be 11.
Rome started early. Rome started about like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
I know he said it's till like 3 o'clock in the morning, especially on a Friday night. Yeah. So. No, hey, we got to bear with it's peak side nigga hours. I don't know what to tell y'all. Goddamn, my bad. Where was we at and shit? Larisha, what's going on with you though, Queen? What you want to talk about? Cause I totally forgot what we was talking about, bro. Like, I've been over here doing my own thing in my own little lane, bro. And boy, you hate Asian men and Mayo men, don't you? I'm curious. How do you know?
How do you know this, though? How do you know this, Carmen? Come on some real ass shit. How do you know this?
I'm just curious. That's a good question.
Carmen just roasted. She don't.
She's going in.
She always going in. Don't pay her no mind, bro. She don't mean none of that shit.
Oh, I know. I'll be fucking with her. I'm just. Well, she says actually facts. Oh, okay.
Well, Carmen, but now you gotta explain how many age sticks you had that you could measure like your close person. You can't just go off hearsay. You got to physically see these dicks to see that they small.
Ew. I have never actually even like spoken to someone of Asian descent like in that matter. So I wouldn't know, as far as the women is concerned, how they are.
I mean, for the most part, heterosexual men only know what women say. Unless you just a weird ass nigga looking at dicks, you only know what the women say. So if the women say the Asian men got small dicks, you gotta believe them. You know what I'm saying? No, you can do. You ain't like
right. I really don't. I don't know. You know.
You gotta take Carmen's word for it.
What is a healthy white boy, Larisha? I'm curious. She says she's been with a healthy white boy. What does that mean? I'm just curious.
You know what the fuck he's talking about, nigga. Stop that.
No, I don't actually. My bad. I guess apparently I'm naive in some shit. I am. I don't know everything, bro. And if I don't know, I am the person that will ask the stupid question. Well, first off, I don't think there's a such thing as when people be like, there is no stupid question. Yeah, nigga, there are some stupid questions. No. She was talking about his.
Right. My nigga, come on.
I did not know that. I didn't. She only fuck with black men. Her friends tell her about Asian and male men. All right. She love black men. Stop it. Her friends tell her. We got you, Carmen. She like over there. Like,
how many of them dudes is her friends mad at? Because that's the first thing a woman to do. Oh, that nigga shit was little anyway. Fuck that nigga. Huh?
Bro, that shit, like, you be fucking a bitch for 2 years, y'all fall out, and now your dick small. Bitch.
Right.
I mean,
you been jumping on me for 2 years, and all of a sudden my shit ain't nothing. All right.
I mean, but at the same,
go back and smash right now. 3 years later on some overtime steak type shit. But when she was mad at you, get little dick motherfucker, bitch. My dick small, bitch. My dick been small for the 6 years we been dead. What the fuck? Fuck out of here with that shit. Now you 6 years later. Oh, by the way, nigga, your dick small, bitch.
Hey, she might have, like because you did everything else better, just been like, fuck it, I'll take the small dick.
Bullshit. Bitches will attack your ego at moment's notice. If your dick is small, for example, she's not gonna wait 6 years to tell you. You gonna find out within.
That's real.
That is the real shit right there, Open.
Bro, you little motherfucker, bro. You ain't shit. You little dick motherfucker. But out of anger, not because it's true. You know what I'm saying?
No, they be telling you how they feel about that shit. And now they got you fucked up in the head. Like, damn, now I got a little dick. I didn't know I had a little dick till you said I had a little dick. And y'all still together. Now you forever thinking, I think I got a little dick. Ain't this a bitch? Women talk.
But if
yeah,
you put
women
that
do.
Around, then you fucked up. Because if you be like, well, your shit blown out anyway. I don't feel nothing. Then now you fucked up.
Yeah, that's a lose-lose situation for dudes when that type of argument breaks out.
You not coming back from that.
No, because she'll never let you live down whatever you say during that conversation in the history of y'all ever.
Right. 10 years later, remember that one time you said my shit was blown out, nigga? It's gonna happen.
Right. And you'll totally forget all the other shit that was said. He'll be like, but you said so and so. I didn't say nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Say shit when they mad. You know what I'm saying? Don't make the truth. Contrary to that thing about people honest when they mad, that's bullshit. People can lie while they mad. So it's like, look at all the baby mamas in court. Them bitches mad as fuck. But don't tell me all them bitches telling the truth. Get the fuck out of here. Motherfucker can lie when they mad and holler and scream and still lie.
Yeah, it's one thing. It's one thing to be in court and try to get it at your ass. It's another thing to have to wake up with your ass. It's different.
Just saying, like, it's.
She tell you got a little dick, bruh. She think you got a little dick. Just saying.
Every situation is different. When I hear women say that, you see them online saying it. They be complaining about whoever the fuck, little dick motherfucker, and then you find out you have been fucking with the nigga for years and shit. What this? Got a whole baby, 2 babies by the nigga. Like, come on. Like, is his dick small, bitch? You done spit out 2 kids for the nigga? Come on, get out of here. Hey. A woman that has 2 kids out, you can't say his dick small. It can't be like you little dick motherfucker. So you gave that little dick 2 kids? Not 1 but 2? Come on. You went through 9 months of pregnancy twice.
Motherfucker might be a great provider. Might be a great father. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like everybody alters to some degree what they'll accept from someone else.
That's true.
Based on like how good they are in certain areas or how really bad they, you know what I'm saying? Like you will have like a baseline of what you really want. And a lot of that, or it won't totally leave the line, but you have low waves. And so if one part, like if she's a hell of a cook, she may not to you be as attractive as what you would normally like, but she treats you so much better. than the women you've been with. You know what I'm saying? So we all do that. We can't fault women for doing the same thing, and we tend to do that.
Nah, fuck that. We talking about sex. Yo, if he's a great provider and all that, that's cool. That's great. But if he's putting it down whack, and you in the room oohing and ahhing and oh my God, you arching your back and doing all it, putting on the show, you pump faking your man. This shit is not real.
And that's your fault, not his.
So then you can't turn around and use that shit as a weapon against him. You pumped this up.
Yeah,
you
that is
created
true.
the idea that he was the greatest lover it ever was to him.
Yeah.
And then you gonna turn around and be like, nigga, your shit
was whack. That's true. That's very true. You know.
Because it falls in the same realm of a guy who tells a woman how much he loves her, how much he want to marry her, and you know what I'm saying, then go cheat on her with a bitch that ain't even close to her level of looks, let alone life success. And so she's thinking, well, I thought I was the best thing he ever had, but here I caught him with this old fat ugly bitch. It's the same thing as if a dude's dick is small, but you pumping his head. It's the same thing. Or the 80% women who say they ain't orgasming. There is some accountability that needs to be there if the statistic is even true. Because I don't believe the statistic anyway.
Yeah, I don't believe that shit either.
That shit.
Yeah.
And if it's true, it's a bunch of white women.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt that.
Their husbands is constantly gone. So, and by default, you're not orgasming because the nigga not there. He probably fucking his secretary.
Well, I mean, no, it says, you know, like as they don't orgasm from fucking. That's what they're saying. That literally was it. It wasn't necessarily that they don't orgasm at all. It just that they wasn't orgasming from penetration. And then,
you know, it's a tricky thing because the show jobs that orgasm is mental. You have a mental connection, motherfucker. You're probably not gonna orgasm even if y'all are attracted to each other.
I mean, but it like even if you've been married for a long time or y'all been together for a long time, like you're gonna have peaks and valleys. Like you will always love them, but sometimes you don't like their ass, and when you don't like their ass, like sex is different. I mean, sometimes you know, and then y'all get in that groove where y'all just really y'all in sync, y'all done hit the wave, y'all feeling good about each other. The sex is different. You know what I'm saying? After y'all had your whole head in the VJ. Wait a minute. So what's the question? That's like, damn, you putting it in parts.
Yeah,
Is that part one of the question? Damn, I'm lost. Makeup sex? Yes. It depends on the fight though. Like some fights don't have like everybody people be trying to make up like, oh, like every fight you're gonna have makeup sex. No, nigga, some of them fights, nigga, you gonna have just like peanut butter and jelly and anger. Nigga go to bed pissed. You know, like they be talking.
The nigga be picking a fight every day. Like, yo, I'm getting something tonight. I'm going home on some bullshit. I'm getting something tonight, cause
right, like I gotta stop with that shit. Like, yes, when it happens, it can be dope, but it ain't like you know. I mean, it may be different for y'all shit, but on the regular, nah. I'm still waiting on the rest of the question, though, Larisha. After y'all had your whole head in the VJ, like,
what about it?
Right, like not even no dots after it. Like at least let me know that I'm hanging. Now I'm lost. I don't know what to do, what to say. I want to follow up on it. And damn, what happened to Natasha? She just dipped. Never asked. Just I'm out. I'll holler at you. I understand. You know. Damn, where the fuck was we at though? Scroll up. Okay. Carmen Wright, laughing my ass off. He has girth and length. Okay, that was gross.
No, she said, can she ask a question? She said, can she ask a question?
Right. So can I ask a question, fellas? And I'm reading it, and then it literally the next thing is after y'all had your whole head in the VJ. Why do men like to put their thumbs in women's asses? Because women like a thumb in their ass. It's pretty simple. Like if it didn't,
with it.
right? If it didn't do something, right? Right, like there are times where you stick your thumb up the wrong ass, and she will immediately be like, "Get your thumb out of my ass." It's not that difficult.
That is not a courtesy thing. Like, yo, I'm just let this nigga put his thumb in my butt just to be cool. Like, yo,
right?
If you not with it, you not with it.
Earlier that like sex is different with different women. So if a nigga put his thumb in Lucretia's ass, he did that to an other chick who liked that shit and didn't check with Lucretia first and just did it, and it was probably an awkward moment. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
I mean,
but that's not a first night move either. That's not a first night kind of thing to do.
It depends on the first. It depends on that depends. I can't unequivocally say that.
I think communication is don't go in depth. Y'all need to at least some type of thing. Like, even if you casually fucking, y'all ain't gotta go in depth like a relationship. But let the motherfucker know, look, bitch, don't bite me, nigga, don't bite me. You know, I don't like this. On my ass, I don't fuck with. Don't play with my ass. Dudes gotta say to chicks, I ain't with that ass licking shit, because chicks think that every nigga want his ass ate because she ate the other nigga. Like, y'all gotta go over something.
No, nigga, I'm not. There is no conversation where I need to tell you I'm not eating ass. You'll find out after we done and your ass is dry, except for pussy juice. That's it.
Chicks will automatically think you like yours ate while she's sucking your dick.
Yeah, niggas just on that shit tough now.
And you squint up like, whoa, bitch, what the fuck? You know, you have to communicate first, but you try crazy shit.
It depends. It depends on how it's going. Like the first time. Like if it's the first time and I know I am knocking it out the park, you might get a fist up your ass. I don't know. It just depends on how we feeling. You can tell me no, but if I know I'm going to have a second chance, yes, I'm going to take the opportunity. And it's the first time I knocked it out the park. Oh boy, yes, I'm going to try shit. No.
But see, like,
I'm not. I am not eating no ass, Carmen. Let's make that clear. That is not me. That's not happening
right now. But anyway, like cousin was saying, like, yo, that comes down to conversation though. Even if y'all just getting it in, she might like nice and smooth. You might be on caveman shit. That shit's not gonna work out. Like, yo, it's gonna be a bad experience for everybody. So even if y'all is just getting it in, yo, I get down like this, I get down like that.
If she start, right, cool. If she start leaking,
let's go ahead and do that thing.
You know, bro, there comes a point where you know, yeah, sexually, I got her. When you hit that spot and she hit that move that's uncontrollable, you start trying shit. Like, oh, I can smack the ass right now. Oh, well, she like that.
80% of these chicks don't like it by your statistics, right?
I'm just, well, you know, I didn't say that. Like, apparently, you know, there's still 20%. You know, so
I'm living in that 20%. That's my zone right there. The 20%.
Right, you know. So if you do, you know. Yeah, see, y'all not being honest, bro. You know that there's a certain point when you stabbing it and you like, and she be like, oh, and you be like, oh, yep. You know, like, I'm going to get my PlayStation right now. I forgot the meme, but you just leveled up. You know, you got another spot to chill at.
What I've done in my life, and I just can't believe this statistic. I just can't. I can't accept it.
Oh, no, man. Don't nobody believe that shit.
I can't fuck with it.
No, don't nobody believe that shit. You know, just some shit to talk about, to be quite honest, man. Interesting topic, though. You know, and no, I don't think that all men eat ass, just like all women don't suck dick. You know, you could call them a square, a cornball, or whatever, but everybody got limits of what they would like to do sexually. You know, and it's some dudes that do that shit. They do. You know, I'm not gonna deny that. And it's a lot of dudes that do it and be proud about it. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody has a limit as to what they want to do. Some chicks like to be choked. Some don't. Some like to be spanked. Some don't. Some dudes like this. Some dudes like that. Some don't. Like I'm not judging you for what you like. You know what I'm saying? But not everybody does everything. But I will tell you one thing, like I was saying, when you hit that spot, that's like a free pass to do some shit. Not like
see all that choking shit. That sounds like a case to me. Like, yo, she get mad.
Facts.
She can just call the boys and be like, yo, like, see the shit on my neck? Even though she asked you to do that, hey, come get him. He jumped on me and choked me. Nah, I'm not fucking with that.
That's that 50 Shades of Grey sick.
I'm just saying.
Fuck that.
I'm just saying there are some women that like that shit, and some don't.
That's true.
Like if you want to be doing that type of shit, that shit should be that ain't no shit you just pull out and try. Yeah, you definitely gonna catch a case at that point.
That's evidence. Fuck that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you need to be honest, open, and communicate about that type of shit. Because that's gonna be fucked up. Like you doing everything right, and you start choking her ass, and she's like, "What the fuck, nigga?" Like you trying to kill me. Like, no, I like, what's the safe word, nigga? I'm dying here. Like, no, and you didn't fuck around. Yeah, hey, that's like, and you thinking one thing, she thinking another, and now your ass locked up for a misunderstanding you could have talked about. And your ass should be locked up for that's not no shit you spring on nobody. Pineapple, like Larisha, like I need whatever you got over there. Like I needed the like glossary, the table of contents for the, cause I'm feeling where you're going with the conversation piece, but I'm not understanding it. Like she just typed pineapples with an exclamation point.
He said pineapples because that's Kevin Hart.
I didn't even hear what you said. That shit must have been that deep.
I don't know. We was all talking, and we must have said some shit that was nasty. So she threw that Kevin Hart line out there. That's what she talking about.
Oh, as the safe word, pineapples.
But
oh, like Kevin Hart had like maybe 2 funny stand-ups for me. Strawberries and grapes in the bedroom are fun. And like I'm not sure. Chocolate syrup is like fucking a mess.
It's messy.
Right, like that's.
I don't get down like that. Some people love that shit. I don't need food with my situation. That's not.
Like chocolate syrup, honestly, is chocolate syrup is like first 6 months fucking. After y'all done it a few times, and you get tired of cleaning up the bed, y'all stop doing that shit. And it's sticky as fuck.
Absolutely. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good on that. But Carmen said niggas eat ass and suck toes.
Yes, it's just dude. Yes,
I mean, yo, if that's how you get down, that's your business.
It is. Rome and shout out to Not Safe for Ears too. Are proud ass eaters. They trumpet eating the booty. I, on the other hand, keeping it spicy is subjective because you also have to try to keep it in sync in the bedroom, and not just penetration wise, like how y'all move, but also when when to introduce what can I introduce with you. Yeah, you're right. Like Open said, communication, and it that's a hard point to get to because most of us don't grow up talking about sex with people all that much.
Right, and that's why. And the way to break that barrier for people who's sensitive in those areas, even if you're in a relationship, is to slowly spoon feed your partner, male or female. Even if it's a guy, he might not be comfortable talking about bed. He might one of them guys that just like drop his pants and fuck, don't want to talk. But you a girl that's very open and honest to talk about. You got to ease it on people and crash.
Yeah, but Killer right on that one too, though. Like it depends on how freaky your shit is. Like if you beating people up and people that's willingly want to get beat up, whatever. I forget what it's called, S&M or whatever. Like if you into that bondage type, like you can't spring that type of shit on. Like no, bro, that's not. You don't ease into let me tie your ass up and stick your ass with a hot rod or some shit like that. No, you need to tell them, look, I got some ridiculously insane ways sexually. You cool with that? Off rip. Like,
I think you should figure that out during the dating phase, though. You shouldn't be figuring this new shit out about your partner 5 years in a relationship that they want to.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
And,
like,
I mean, when y'all first meet each other, go on a few dates, y'all fucking around for about 6-7 months, and it gets serious as time goes by. You're at a point where y'all decide to make it official and stop, and quit fucking with y'all hoes on each side, and just say lock it down. You'll know that this guy or girl, this person you with, you know what the fuck they like and don't like. Y'all been fucking for 8 months. You should know by then.
If I'm into that type of shit, I'm telling you, like we talk on the phone, like the day after we meet, I'm telling you, I am a nasty nigga. This is the weird shit I like to do.
For sure.
She'll find that out from fucking you 3-4 times during the dating period. She'll see that you went down and they
fuck all that. No, bro.
But she like,
no.
I'm not trying to.
I'm not wasting my time.
Out.
Right. I'm not, like my shit is so extreme that I don't have time to be bullshitting and wasting a couple of weeks. Like it's only a couple of motherfuckers out there that's into the shit that I'm into. So I would have to be hyper vigilant about letting you know off rip. Look, I'm on some excessive shit. It's one thing if, okay, you want to work your way up into, hitting her on the ass, that type of shit. Okay, I get what you're saying. That's true. But if you got an extreme type of sexual deviance, for lack of a better term, like you don't spring on somebody, oh, I need to be fucking like 4 women at a time at all times. It's that you don't work them into that shit. Like look, we meet. Look, I got 3 other bras at the crib. If you down with that shit, you down with it.
I think it's a bit extreme. I don't think in no situation. I mean, even Rome ain't doing that to his hoes. Like, even Rome, that goddamn open with these bitches. Like, it's just not that. I think, this is what I think. It's just, this subject is crazy. Like, there's no one way to approach it. I just personally think, in my experiences, I made the same mistakes that the guy that Lucretia said make. Just put a thumb in there. But my mistake was, I was rough sex with one chick, and I meet a new chick, and we get to know each other and start fucking. I'm rough with her, and she like, whoa, what is you doing? You already 6'3", 200-something pounds, nigga. I'm not, you big, you heavy. So she wanted it slow. So it was in my early 20s, it was a learning experience that this chick like it rough, that chick like it sensual, this chick is spontaneous. You have to, you get all the mistakes out you during your single life, so when you settle down with somebody, you know how to communicate sexual desires to the person you fucking. Because I think it's not so much for the other person, it's for you. You don't want to look like a jackass springing some shit on somebody during sex, like Lucretia said, sticking your thumb in the bitch ass and not talking about that first, and you just killed the mood. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, I don't give a fuck, bro.
There are some things that you yourself, if you really 50 Shades of Grey type of nigga for real, you're going to be going without pussy for a lot if you just springing that shit on bitch first date.
Shit, but I think those type of people, I'm telling you, that like they're not fucking, like they're not worried about fucking 3 or 4 times a week. They want to have an experience once a month that'll last them another 30 days. They looking at that shit differently, so they can afford that. They got that luxury of being that open and that honest. And not only that, like, and shout out to Sun Ray, shout out to Australia, but they got the luxury of saying, okay, I can wait on the right person, because quite honestly, they have to be, it ain't even a luxury now I think about it, but they got to wait on that right person. So why bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be like, yeah, I got a whole room dedicated to some weird shit. And just, like, how do you introduce that? Like, the bathroom got a little whip on the wall. Just to see what you think about, like, introduce like crazy shit like that, bro. You either with it or you ain't.
Okay, well, I got another suggestion
Mm-hmm.
that I think the women should take to consideration. Allow men on the first date to talk about sex and stop ridiculing him for talking about sex, because there's a possibility that y'all might have sex. Like, you hear women talk about on the first date, oh my God, that's just such a turn off. Bullshit. Because y'all grown, it's a possibility y'all might fuck at some point. So talk about sex at the restaurant, at the movies, wherever the fuck y'all going to date at, and let it be okay to do so, instead of making men follow some fucking list of shit they gotta do to hold your goddamn attention. When later on down the line, you like this nigga because he faking this personality guy that you want just to get your pussy, and you find out he sticks his thumb in your fucking ass. So don't try to muffle men on the first date with that I'm turned off with you because you're talking about sex, so you just want to fuck, huh? That's all I'm into you.
But isn't that actually to your advantage? Because it's not like you can't bring up the. But what I'm saying is though, it's not like you can't bring up the topic. How she handles that may dictate if y'all have a second date from your standpoint. So she may be making it easy for you. Like, you may want a woman that's comfortable talking about it, right?
Men, most guys, young guys, early 20s out here that's young and single, not old niggas like us, out here trying to figure this shit out, right? And the message that's the subliminal message that women send out into the ethers is, if you talk about sex on the first date, I'm probably not going to call you back. I'm not going to answer your text, blah, blah, blah. Oh, my God, that's such a turnoff.
You joking, right?
The action
like
is caused younger men.
I don't believe that, bro. Because, like, I see the interaction, like, of my little cousins and my daughters and they cousins, how they talk to each other openly on social media. Yeah, bro, they talking about that shit on the first date, bro. You can't.
I was just fussing at my son about that shit the other day. Social media is bullshit. I'm talking about face-to-face interactions with human beings.
Yeah, I'm thinking they talking about that on the first date, bro. So these young kids is.
No, I'm saying they're not talking about it, and I'm saying the reason they're not is because the guys, these young timid boys, 23, 25, whatever, are reluctant because they're afraid they're not gonna even get no pussy. So I'm gonna keep all this shit that's crazy about me sexually.
Bro. I don't know the young cats that you know, but clearly I know different young people, bro. I do, and I'm not saying that like in a bad way. I think that they really are more comfortable. This generation here, younger generation, is more comfortable with having those type of discussions. They just are. Like, I will say, our generation was more like, was a little bit more comfortable talking about it than the previous generation. It just is what it is. Like sexual harassment. Yeah, that's a whole different ball game. That's some work shit. It is.
But a lot of interaction in this generation of young boys and girls is taking place on the internet, and that's not real interaction. That's words on the screen. You can't see facial expressions. You can't feel energy. You can't feel vibes. You don't know. You just read something. Then you can read into it. You can read it wrong. People misspell words. People predicates and onomatopoeia. It's just so much missing from the internet interaction and from the human interaction, where you can feel a person when they say some shit. You can feel the vibe of a chick or a guy and say, I don't vibe with this motherfucker no more. But the internet is a lie. So
yeah, well,
I was just fussing at
that's a whole different conversation though, bro.
No, it leads up to sex, because the interaction between guys and girls and the young the 20-year-olds from 20 to 28 maybe, the interaction is taking place on the internet more than it's taking place face to face. And when they meet face to face, they both fucking timid and giggly, goofy, and clumsy with their words, clumsy with their actions, because they're used to being up in that fucking room, staring at their goddamn screen, not in each other's presence. And no matter how much technology we invent, if we stop the human interaction, we're going to continue with these Lucretia situations, thumb up your ass without communication. We'll continue with this this misunderstanding of each other because we thought one thing in a text when it's totally different than in person.
Yeah, bro. Again, and I'm talking about my peoples that I actually be around. They do both. When they're around each other, they enjoy each other's company.
Right,
and it's honest conversations about shit. And not in a disrespectful manner, but just honest life conversations. So I guess my circle is different in that it's kind of based on that communication. So there's a lot of shit that they can talk about amongst each other, or we could talk about that adults talk about. You feel what I'm saying? And in a real manner. So I guess I what happened to yesterday's show? Oh, we did it on Blog Talk. So my bad, Carmen. But you can go to blogtalkradio.com/my skin is my sin. And we had Z Level Scott on there talking about the SEO queen, if you know what that means. I forgot what the acronym is, but basically how to get you popping on social media. And my bad, bro. I totally forgot where the fuck I was at.
You talk about young people in your circle.
Oh yeah, like it's just I guess we all look at we can only see what we had the ability to see. So everybody got a different experience, and I think personally, like the generation directly behind me or us gets it a little bit more, and even though yes they are detached a lot more in some ways, I think they are that detachment has also given them the courage to be more honest about who they are. So
that's that.
I know, like man, that's that gas over there. And I don't know what the fuck, man. This nigga Rome just disappeared on us, bro. I hope it.
Peak hours, I told you. Peak hours, man, is going down.
Man, nothing. Like, come on, bro.
Look, all this talk about pussy.
That is.
I'm gonna go put this shit to the test.
That nigga ain't fucking nobody, man. That nigga is with Roxy right now. That nigga just closed the closet.
That's bullshit.
This generation doesn't go outside, but they do go outside. Like I think well, you know what? Apparently, I got a completely different view of what this generation is. Because I got a lot of hope for this generation. I really do, and I'm seeing the promise in this generation. And I like to think that has something to do with me creating some of that promise. So, I guess in doing that, who they surround themselves with is full of promise too. So I see a different view. I hope we can all see that view one day. That was some real shit, man. I need to fucking put that on a magazine cover or something.
That's what's up.
Right, like I felt poetic behind that shit, man. And do us a favor, man. Share the show, man. And remind me, like in the comments, like hit the comments up. We need to start getting some of these motherfuckers trending. Not even trending, like more than 12 people watching this shit. Shout out to Open, man. I ain't realized it's fucking 11 o'clock already. Like if you got more shit to talk about, I really don't care. Let's talk. Stay longer and talk about what, Carmen? I'm all out of shit, and there's 4 people in the chat room. And who is that? I hear somebody. Oh shit! Who is that? Could it be? No. You know what? I seen the school shooting in Cali, man, and rest in peace to anyone that passed away, and I just like I don't know how many times in my lifetime I should have to go through this, and the fucked up part about it is like as soon as I turn on CNN, they talking about it, and the first thing that come out of the dude mouth is mental illness. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of hearing about this shit. I'm tired of hearing about the mental illness shit. Like call a spade a fucking spade. You don't see black kids and Hispanic kids by generally shooting up fucking schools. And y'all letting these motherfuckers get away with torturing y'all own fucking kids. Be selfish on this one. You selfish with every fucking thing else. You ain't selfish with your kids. You boneheaded bastards out there is that hate niggas so much you don't mind your own shooting your own.
Man, that's the bigotry there, bro. That bigotry take people down to a dark place, like what you just said. They sell their own kids out just to disenfranchise somebody that ain't fucking white. That shit crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that. To me, like as a parent, like do y'all not love y'all kids that fucking much that you won't do something about this shit? Like them niggas is not going on Crenshaw and doing this shit. They is not going on Mac and B Wick doing this shit or Gratiot and Van Dyke. You know, they doing this shit in rich neighborhoods and murdering your own fucking kids.
Shout out to Mac and B Wick. I grew up in that area.
Oh man, I'm telling you, bro. Like that store over there is fucking legendary. Just saying, fucking.
Yeah.
Oh man, lit all the time. I have definitely used their services. But yeah, like I don't get why white folks you just seem to be so preoccupied with taking care of your own personal self that you're doing that you it's at the expense of your lineage. And that's just dumb. You know, it's like they worried about becoming extinct, but they continuously allow shit amongst them own to perpetuate that cycle or speed up that cycle, if that's the case. If that's what you worried about, you would think that y'all would be doing everything in your fucking power to make sure that white people don't die at the hands of white people. Well, guess what? And I don't even know if it was a white person that shot the niggas. Shot the people at that high school. I don't, you know. But by and large, 99%, I don't know, do the fucking math. They white people shooting up white people. Y'all niggas is selfish about where you live. Y'all niggas, oh, he was Asian. And we not gonna go there. All right. And the fucked up part about it, you know what I did here? It was his birthday. Like, that's some weird shit to do. You know, but like, and I don't want to say like he was white, but they are able to move in those circles, especially when they have bread, which the Asian community, you know, per capita has they got bread, so they kind of able to move in certain circles and with white folks a lot easier. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, good thing, whatever. I don't really give a shit. I'm just saying it is what it is. But in a great majority, it's like these motherfuckers is white. Like they shot up kids in an elementary school. You would think that at that point, white folks would have been like, we've had enough. You let a white kid run up into an elementary school full of white kids and slaughter them. Point blank period. You let two white kids run up in a high school full of white kids and slaughter them. You let a white dude in a movie theater shoot up a bunch of white people, really. You let a nigga on a rooftop pluck people off at a country concert. If nothing screams white people like a country concert, I don't know what it is. You would think that white people would get tired of white people killing white people and do something about it.
They will make it harder for white people to get guns the way they make it hard for black folks, because who are the most, you know.
Your phone fucking up. Open. Open. Your phone fucking up, bro.
Yo, you hear me?
No, it's still you still sound like you're in the rainforest. I'm not sure what's up with that.
All right, never mind.
That was actually a little better right there. I'm just saying.
No, I was just saying it would you would think it'd be hard for white people to get guns the way it's hard for black people. It's not really hard to get a gun. It's just the way they retaliate with you when you use them first. What color are you when you used it? Because there's white people that shoot at the police and they just get put in handcuffs.
That is true.
Niggas ain't even got a gun to get shot.
That is true. Right. But I'm just saying from a selfish standpoint, white people, that two white people that will listen to this show at some point in the future, I want you to tell your friends, let's be selfish. Let's keep as many white people as we can alive and stop these white boys from shooting up white people. Can you do that? That would help the whole fucking country out, you geniuses. I'm just saying. Like, at some point, y'all gotta be mad. Like, as long as we stay the fuck away from butt fuck USA, we'll be good. Hey, don't do this shit at at a predominantly black movie theater or predominantly black this. No, they doing this shit to y'all.
I just thought about some jobs, and I could be dead wrong, but just to the white people's defense, slightly, the NRA got politicians in their pocket, and I don't even think a lot of these white people really have any control over how they handle situations like this. When it's a white kid shooting up a school, it's out of their hands after that. It's in the law's hands right there.
You know what the NRA depends on, bruh? Their membership. If them white folks start leaving the NRA in droves, it'll stop. Period.
Why won't they leave it though, John? That's my understanding. Just stop paying for the shit.
Because they give up more of a fuck about their weapons than they do about their children. They are crazy. Only, like, I used to work with a white guy. And he was like, Joe, I really respect how black people take care of their elderly. He was like, we don't do that shit. I was like, no, y'all just throw motherfuckers away. It ain't just they elderly. They like always in a competition with each other. Always.
I noticed that about.
They don't want to. They hate their kids because their kids are a threat to their position. Their parents are a burden. And that's how you look at shit. So they don't really, until it affects that I don't know, 1 in 100,000, 250,000, whatever the number is, white parent, like, they still don't give a fuck. It ain't my kid. Which is, we all kind of do that, but when it gets to the point where it's pretty much white kids getting mowed down, you would think that white parents, in the interest of maintaining, like, it makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? You mad at black people and this person, because you think that in a couple 100 years you will no longer be. You should promote shit that will maintain, allegedly, your existence. And allowing people to come murder your children doesn't do that.
So that speaks to the self-esteem and the real plight that the white person has. Think about it. They don't give a fuck when niggas get shot down by the cops unarmed. And they don't give a fuck when their own white kids shoot up their own white.
I mean, to be quite honest, black people don't give a fuck about when we get shot by the cops either, bro. By and large.
But I'm saying in a state where when a black person gets shot by a cop unarmed, there's no justice to the cop. There's no outrage from the white community for that black person. And it's the same with these kids too. So it's like, you got to think, what the fuck is really going on in the mind of the average white American who's just unmoved by all of this shit? Like, you just don't give a fuck about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, and see, with that, it's like, well, first off, it ain't all white people. Like, I don't want nobody to think that. But like, we look at things through the lens of the cities that we grew up in. And when you like I went to Utah once, completely like a white person in Utah could drive hours in either direction and not see any black person. So everything that you get about black people is from TV, and everything that they put on TV about us is generally negative in nature. And the same thing was the same thing with me growing up in Detroit. And I didn't see no white people. I say that all the time. When I went to college, that's when I learned about white people, like from firsthand. That was my tutorial on America at large, on how to navigate shit as a black man. In Detroit, you got a false sense of security because all you saw were black people. You didn't really conceptualize that we was just such a small piece of a big country until you started getting out and about and going seeing other states. Like here in Ohio, you can drive hours and not see a black person, or maybe see a black person like on the interstate getting gas with you, and that's about it. You can still do that, So I just don't. But I don't know, bruh. Like I don't even know what the fucking solution is to the gun shit. To be quite honest, like, it's taking AR-15s away from people gonna solve anything? I don't know.
Here's what I think. I think the solution to the gun problem.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Oh, you must have hit mute or some shit then. I'm not.
There.
Yeah, that nigga having a whole. You having a whole conversation by yourself, bro. Cause like we can only hear like bits and pieces.
What? Oh damn!
Right.
You can't even hear me.
Right. I'm like, damn. I know he sound like he having a whole ass conversation with himself. Like, what? That's pretty much how it sounded. And I think
okay, can you hear me better now?
Oh my goodness, that felt good. Yeah. And who else in on? Oh, Rome still in on the line. And Killer hung up. He ain't say bye. I didn't say nothing. I feel attacked. I feel assaulted. I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's just dropping by the wayside. Don't say nothing. And my bad if you have actually said anything on Oh, what you missed, Bernetta? I'm sorry. I'm just kind of reading some of the comments on Facebook, and I'm not even sure when you said that. Just us, Nikki, if you still listening. And Bernetta, when you do listen to the playback, shout out to you. But we just talked about a whole bunch of shit. Oh, shout out to Dr. Crystal McDuffie in the house. Dave Chappelle said if we all register for guns instead of voting, that's the solution. That actually would be powerful.
That was a joke.
But that,
I don't know if he was serious.
That would still be powerful.
But I'm registered for a gun. I mean, I got a gun. It's just, I don't see how that would be effective. It's a funny joke, but I don't see how it would be effective.
I mean, well, shit. It was effective for the Black Panthers when they started using they rights legally. California changed the law instantly. I won't say instantly. It wasn't like the next day, but they definitely changed the law. Like if you see
negative, because it's like we're doing it just for the sake of regulating guns, but we're also shooting ourselves in the foot because they're going to change the law to further push us out of getting a gun. So I think it's a joke, but I think it. And if you look at the bigger spectrum, the purpose of the joke is, well, if niggas register for guns, but they change the law real quick. Ha 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 ha! Funny joke. But if we do that, then we then make it more harder on ourselves to get guns because they've changed the law.
So, if we already got gun licenses, like let's say 80% of black people,
I don't think we should actually do it because it then hurts us.
I mean, but what I'm saying is, okay, we 80% of black people go out and get registered to get a gun, and those 80% of black people buy said gun.
Mm-hmm.
That would speak volumes and put the fear of God, whatever you believe in a lot of people in this country, bruh. It absolutely would. And when they change the law, though, unless they're going to just specifically be, well, black people can't do X, Y, and Z, and if that's the case, whether we got guns or not, they're going to do the same shit. Having guns actually is a benefit at that point if that law wasn't acted. However, generally speaking, if they just changed the gun law, it wouldn't just affect us. So there are other people on the other side that would act a fucking fool if they start fucking with the Second Amendment. So yes, we should all get a gun. That if you can, you should get one.
The gun laws that are in place now, black people just have as much privilege to that law as white people. I'm saying
exactly.
It's the way after you use that gun on a body, and you black or white, it's how the court handles you, not the police officer. The police officer send you to jail and you go to court. Your final destination is court when you use your gun. And how these judges and prosecutors and DAs and stuff like that handle white people in with gun situations, blacks, Mexicans, Latinos with gun situations. It's the law applies to us all. You can go get a gun, I go get a gun, as long as we pass a background check, black or white.
I'm gonna tell you what, bro. If they knew that 80% of the black people in this country owned a firearm, they wouldn't do a lot of the shit they've been doing, bro. You would find that some of those laws would start being treated equitably as well.
Also, is that by us having on file black people on file owning a gun en masse, police officers will target these people because technology can follow everybody everywhere. Nobody can hide from anything anymore these days. So as everybody's information is on file, don't think that police officers will have that data and just start even if you got your paperwork, they can still come in your house and say, yep, you got a firearm, but I got a card, I got a legal. Just like Castile up there in Minnesota had his permit, didn't even have his gun, but had the permit, still got shot down. Cop coming in people's house, kicking people's door in and shooting them like he shot that girl a month ago through her window in her backyard, and she didn't even have a gun.
Man, that ain't no excuse for us to be like, don't get guns. Like,
no,
yes, but in why not? Like, what are we supposed to do? Like, 2 people go today, 2 people tomorrow. That should have taken us like 60,000 lifetimes. No, if we can get everybody to go get a gun, you should. And I guarantee you, a lot of this shit, like you think about it, that would be 32 million people in this country that's black with a firearm legally.
Registered. Because niggas got guns.
Like, we already registered, bruh. When you come out the womb, you registered. Now you register and you can defend yourself.
I'm saying I know a lot of black men and women who have pistols,
right,
shotguns,
yep,
automatic guns, Uzi, but they just don't have the documents for it. Like they didn't take it to the place down there and fill out that paperwork. To say that if black people registered for a firearm is exposing everybody who already got firearms. Niggas got guns, they just ain't registered.
So?
It's not. I'm not saying we're not. In other words, we're not walking around here as black people these days without something to protect our home. We just don't necessarily take our ass down there to fill out that paperwork. But a nigga got a pistol, nigga got an UWAP, nigga got something to put something in your ass, whether it's registered or not, whether that person is a felon or not.
Bruh, if you can, first off, if you hear the sound of this, of my voice, and you can legally purchase a firearm, I recommend wholeheartedly you do so. And if I could get
I got
32 million other black folks to do that shit. Yes. Yes, I would absolutely, because yes, they need to know that, you know what, we ain't bullshitting. We're going to all go out in a concerted effort and get strapped and let you know that we getting strapped. Some things you have to shout and some things you whisper. This would be one of those things that you got to shout, bruh. They may change the laws, but what they going to do is know that 32 million black people in this country is strapped legally. That makes a huge fucking difference in every way imaginable. How they interact with us from a law standpoint, knowing that every black person that shows up to that scene has a weapon.
Well, that's where the gray area is, because it's like, okay, think about, let's say right now, let's say there was a hypothetical situation, a bunch of black people about to go to, it could be a protest, it could be a little protest, but a certain group of black people got straps, just in case some shit jump off. They not coming to shoot nobody, not coming to, you know, hurt nobody, but you see the motherfuckers with they shit around their neck, around their backs, just standing out there, hands to the side, protecting these group of black people. The fact that it's let's say it's 10 niggas walking around with AKs at this event.
Which has happened, basically.
It's
With
a
the
possibility that
Huey
these
P.
people
Newton Gun
come shoot.
Club, shout out to them.
It's a possibility that cops can come show up and shoot. Whereas if they don't do shit like that at these white gun clubs, who walk around with their AKs out?
The Huey P. Newton Gun Club in Texas. It's another gun club, I want to say, in Atlanta, and actually another gun club in Texas, and they openly walk around with their straps, bruh.
No, I'm not talking about a club. I'm talking about an event that's outside. Like, you know
That's
how
what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, they have done that on numerous occasions, like the new Black Panther Party. I've seen them. I'm not sure if it was them particularly with the straps, but they was with some brothers that was open carrying.
Texas is an open carry state, so you can do that. But Michigan ain't an open carry state, and neither is New York.
Yeah,
It's state by state.
Right. I'm saying where it's legal, I've seen it done.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm not appalled when I see somebody walk around in Texas with a gun and it's not a cop. Like, if motherfuckers had this shit holstered outside, walking to a restaurant, or you stop at Wendy's or some shit, motherfuckers walking there with a strap, cops standing right there, nobody tripping, because Texas is an open carry state. But like you said earlier, it's where people grow up at. Michigan people, New York people grow up where it's not open carry. Like, you can't have that motherfucker on you. It's got to be at your crib or in your trunk.
Right, but can you imagine? Like, let's say the Eric Garner shit, and all the black people on the scene had guns. There is not enough police in this country to deal with 32 million black people with a gun.
Yeah,
period.
that's true, but that's true. I got guns because with black or white, it's just it clicks. Some click on it. You have a family. You just have to protect your family. I'm getting old. Yeah, I can fight, but I'm still getting old. I can't whoop everybody ass, and I can't whoop 10 niggas ass at once. So I'm gonna have to pull out my shit.
Okay, I'm not
But
fighting nobody, bro. I got like 32 seconds of a fight. If I don't knock your ass out, nigga, I might catch an L.
Everything
I'm old.
gonna cause you to get physical and throw blows. Like, if it's situations where you might need to literally shoot a motherfucker because the circles they kicked in your door and they breaking in your house. If your gun is in arm's reach, you can shoot motherfuckers in your house. For whatever reason, I have guns because it's just smart to have a fucking something to protect your home. I grew up like that, and I think it should just come natural to you that as you get older and you start to expand your circle a little bit, your family, you should protect your family. Nobody should have to tell you that. It should come natural to you to think, okay, I can't whip everybody's ass. I might need to buy me a shotgun to keep it at the crib. Something you just cut on in your brain. But as far as the mass shootings, I think there's problems going on in these white homes. Like, there's something going on at home that your teenage white child want to come to school and shoot the school up like that. Because this isn't a gun thing. This is a mental thing. What's going on in this child
Oh
life?
no, man! I'm not about to get these niggas no pass for this shit, man.
No, I'm not talking about that.
They just some
I'm not
fuck
talking about
ups.
that. No, if they fucking up, but what's happening? These are some fucked up ass parents. Is what I'm saying. These white parents of the kid who's shooting up the school. You abusing this little kid. You fucking them in the ass. What's going on with this child? They just coming in and shooting up like that. And I'm not saying mental illness like don't reprimand the child. I'm saying just like Miles Garrett hit Mason Rudolph in the head with that fucking helmet, but nobody want to talk about Mason Rudolph grinding his fucking cleats into Miles Garrett's nuts. Nobody want to talk about the fact that that's what Mason Rudolph was doing while they was laying on the ground. He was trying to get up, and he still had his cleats, which is sharp, grinding his fucking balls. So he snatched his fucking helmet off and hit him in his helmet. Yeah, it's extreme. But it's the same thing. What causes a person to do some dumb shit like that? It starts somewhere. Start at home. And I ain't excusing the behavior. I think the gun problem with that type of shit needs to be addressed differently. It's don't fuck with my guns because your child's shooting up school. What the fuck? Just go to that child's home and see why that child shot up the goddamn school. And
No nigga need no AK-47, bro. It's just
facts.
No, facts. Nobody need no AR-15. I'm with that shit, but
that getting that to the school pistol.
Well, yeah, they could, but that's just what it is what it is. You know, I ain't trying to take everybody's strap, but come on, bro. Like, if that's what you're going to do, then you just have to be one reloading motherfucker.
I'm all for taking the AKs and ARs off, but I'm saying a pistol can still kill somebody.
Yeah, it can.
So it has nothing to do with the weapon of choice. It's the motherfucker using it. Why do you think you need to go to school and shoot any goddamn body with a pistol or a fucking AK?
Well, it does. Why? It does make a difference with the weapon of choice, bro. Like we got to be honest about that. Like, you can come up in that bitch with an AK, and it's a totally different situation than coming up in there with a 22.
Facts, but the 22 gonna still hurt your child if your child in the war.
It will, but like a 22, you really, well, the bullets will travel with those, but like with an AK, you could blow a leg off instantly.
I feel like this. I don't want nobody to stab my child at school. I don't want nobody's kid.
Yeah, nobody wants their kid. Well,
yeah, I don't want your child because you molesting your child, abusing your child, whatever the fuck you doing at home. Bring that emotion that's going on in your house and take it out on my child with no weapon. So I'm saying, what the fuck's going on at home? I'm blaming the parent for a child shooting up the school. Because that's your fucking demon seed. What the fuck is you doing? What is going on in your house?
That's a tough one right there. Cause like that would be a slippery slope. Like parents all around the country would, like, if you start saying I'm gonna blame the parents for your child shooting up a school, then do you blame the parents for your child getting into a fight on the bus? Do you blame, like where do you start and where do you stop with the blaming the parents?
Not blaming. Go into the home and start there with the investigation as to why Timmy shot up the high school today.
I mean, they do that. It's just like usually the motherfucker be dead. So they get absolutely, they just go through. They tell you, oh yeah, well, he put this on his social media. Oh, he had a manifesto, or he did this, or, but at the end of the day, like, in some way, shape, fashion, or form, it's just the same shit on repeat. It's like Groundhog Day from fucking up.
Really, I don't think it's no solution, really. I think it's just human nature, and I hope we evolve past this craziness. There's no solution, really, is going to be the end-all, be-all. People going to find a way to get around whatever fucking solution they put on deck. They might have a great solution for this gun problem, right? It'll last for a good 2-3 years, then it'll be another fucking problem. Because motherfuckers crazy and going to find a way to do some fucked up kind of shit. Because humans is crazy. I don't think it's a good solution nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that my kids go to school and don't get shot up. and that's all I can do. I can't live in fear every day. I'm just not gonna do that.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I remember I was having a conversation once with one of my kids, and she wanted to go volunteer with her school.
Right.
And I was like, oh, well, sweetie, just stay. It was gonna be outside the country, and I was like, well, just stay away from the white kids. The kidnappers or the terrorists won't bother you. They only want the white kids. And and she was like, oh, I already knew that. The fucked up part about it is that it's true, which is like how little we're valued out. Period. And that she knew already. Not that she was a little kid at the time, but that she had enough experiences to know already that I ain't fucking with, and we got to start, can't be letting people come to the cookouts. Then maybe, somebody can't come. Somebody can't come.
I don't know. I don't think there's no one solution to this. It's unfortunate, man. It really is. I'm getting numb to it. I'm tired of hearing about school getting shot up. But all I can do is wrap my arms around my babies and protect them as best I can. Go to work, make a paycheck, feed their ass, raise them. I can fight, but I also tell my son, look, I can't whip everybody, neither can you. So don't start no shit with nobody. I'm just teaching you how to protect yourself. I ain't teaching you to go out here and start shit, because he might whip your ass even though you know how to fight. It still can happen. So stay to yourself. Be respectful. I got him with the yes sir and yes ma'am shit. I got him in that habit. So I think the best I could do is the best I could do, and hope for the best. But I'm not gonna live in fear.
Facts.
Yes, and I ain't gonna live in fear.
Carm Dub said Americans need to follow Japan's method on guns. Yes, they have mass stabbings, but they barely have gun violence. They put you in a program for 2 years to even be considered for a gun. Damn. Make you take a test and a mental evaluation. They get down still over there without the guns. I seen a little documentary on I think it was the Yakuza, some shit like that. No disrespect to them. Yakuza. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. They was like
Yakuza, Japanese Yakuza, Chinese.
Yeah, they was doing their thing over there. So I ain't trying to be disrespectful to them cats at all.
They hand-to-hand combat for real. Like Bruce Lee fought a lot of them dudes. He traveled a lot before he came over here.
I ain't trying to fight none of them.
Yeah,
y'all good with me.
Real.
Hey, well, we about to wrap this shit up, man. I gotta go to work in the morning, and I'm fucking tired.
Okay. Sure.
Hey, and don't forget to share the show, man. And tell somebody to come fuck with us next week. We'll be back. And Rome, the fuck, bruh. Shout out to 300 Gangsters. Shout out to Keys Development.
Shout out to Carl. Chat room.
Yeah, no doubt. Larisha, Dr. McDuffie. That's so dope. Dr. McDuffie. Ha, that's dope. And Knowledge. Brews and Beats. Wrong, wherever the fuck you at. My Skin Is My Sin.net and mrochelle.com. Go check out them websites. And do us a favor. Hit the notification. Oh, damn. This is supposed to have more shit up under there. That's messed up.
The 80% shit.
Oh, no. Yeah. We I don't know. Anyway, man. I'll holler at y'all, and we out.
Right.
Peace.